Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to social science class, and this class is assigned for geography. Okay, so the last sessions we already started the discussion of the chapter number 1, resources and development. Resource and development. In the last class, we discussed about resource planning in India. Resource planning in India, and you people know that what is resource planning? Can anyone tell me what is this resource planning? Afsana, what is resource planning? Afsana, can you hear me? Afsana, hello. Afsana, can you hear me? Afsana, what is resource planning? No reply from Afsana. Riswan, Riswan,
Yes, sir.
yeah, tell me what is this resource planning? What is resource planning? Tell me first. No idea. Adidev Shankar,
Yes, sir.
tell me what is resource planning?
It is a complex process in
Hmm.
which
Definitely, it is a complex process. Yeah. Then,
steps are taken,
Hmm.
such as identification of the land, surveys are conducted.
Okay, fine. So my question is so simple. Okay, what is this resource planning? What do you
Planning the
understand by the term?
resources
Yeah, planning the resources for what?
to how to use it.
Okay, that's it. We know that there are various regions are in our country. Number of different regions are there in our country. Okay, so all these regions are not sufficient, okay, or not equipped with almost all the resources. In some regions, we are able to find some particular resources, but they are facing the problem with the other resources. Other resources. Don't worry, everyone. Chat option is off. Okay, sorry. Okay, so no need to send any answers to me. Okay, if I am asking any question, just give me that answer. That enough. Okay, so listen carefully. That's one. Next one, we know that I already told you that some areas are rich with some resources. The same time, other areas are facing deficiency of that particular resources. So, government want to formulate a program. What is that? Everyone want to utilize the resources. Everyone want to use the resources. Okay, everybody or every individual have the right to utilize the resources. So government will come forward with the different programs and plans to allocate the resources almost equally to everyone, or creating chances to everyone to utilize these resources, right? Okay, as we studied earlier, Rajasthan is a place facing the scarcity of water. Okay, but what are the other resources available in Rajasthan? Prajodh Krishna, Prajodh Krishna, what are the other resources that are available in Rajasthan? Scarcity of water resources, but Rajasthan is rich with no answers, no clarity in the voice. Okay, what is that, Melvin Martin? Melvin,
Yes, sir.
now tell me. Rajasthan is facing a problem related with the water, so water scarcity. Okay, the same time that state is rich with some other resources. What are they? Those who read the newsbook for one time or those who attend the class, easily they are able to say that answer. Or at least you use your common sense, you can say that answer. Why it is so? What are they? Rosebi,
Sir, solar energy, water energy.
solar energy and
Water energy.
water energy. Just now I told you that what is that? There is scarcity of water
Wind
and
energy.
water energy. Rose, huh? We are learning social science, right or not?
Sir, wind.
Yeah, fine. Solar and wind energy. Solar and wind energy. It is not water. Okay, solar and wind energy. Accepted that answer. Okay, clear or not? Okay, so some areas are rich with some resources. The same time, some other regions are there. They are facing deficiency of resources. Okay, so a planning is necessary to provide these resources to everyone, or creating chances to everyone to use these resources. That is termed as resource planning. Okay, so there are three major steps are there for resource planning. Okay, Aditya Nair, tell me what are the three different steps to resource planning? Three different steps.
Identification and inventory of
Identification.
resources.
Okay, identification of the resources. Done. I mean, we want to know about the estimate. We want to estimate it. We want to know the quantity and the quality. Okay, fine. Mapping, surveying are the different method to do that. What is the second one?
Evolving a planning structure
Hmm.
with the appropriate technology, skill, and
Ah.
institution for setting up for setup for implementing resource development plans.
Definitely, directly from the textbook, accepted. Okay, what are they? What are they? We need technology, skillful professionals. Okay, clear or not? And the help of institutions or help of the government to utilize the resources. Utilize the resources. Fine. Third one.
Matching the resource development plans with the overall national development.
Okay, matching the resource development with the overall development of the nation. Overall development of the nation. Okay, clear or not? The resource development should not create any trouble for the country's development. Country's development. So both resources want to develop. The same time, we want to achieve development without making any trouble for the environment or the people. Okay, so that's what a resource planning. So come back to your textbook. Back to your textbook. You can see that's in page number. Sorry. Okay, so that's here, page number 4, page number 4. Okay, so we started discussion on that particular topic here, resource planning in India, resource planning in India. Okay, and we are here, last class we discussed about why the colonial people they reached India. Colonial people, basically the Britishers. We know that nearly 190 years we were under the rule, British rule, clear, under the clutches of the British rule there. Finally, we got independence in 1947. Okay, basically, the resources that was available in our country that attracted the Europeans or that attracted the English people to India. Clear? Clear or not? And they started utilizing the resources that was available in our country. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Trouble with my voice? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so all those things that are used by the English people. Okay, therefore, resources can contribute to development only when they are accompanied by appropriate technological development and institutional changes. India has experienced all this in different phases of colonization. Okay, so the colonial people they utilized almost all our resources. Okay, the same time we already studied that what are the different techniques that used by the colonial people or the British people to utilize the Indian resources, utilize the Indian resources. Therefore, in India, development in general and resource development in particular does not only involve the availability of resources, but also the technology, quality of human resources, and the historical experience of the people. Okay, so today in India, we are discussing about resource planning. We will think about the technology that what we have with us. Okay, and the resources that are available in the country and the quantity and quality of that particular resources and human resources. Okay, I mean the skilled workers to take and distribute that resources and historical experiences of the people. Okay, in the past because of the resources we faced a lot of problem. Okay, but in the present we should not create such kind of problems related with the resources. So first of all we are going to learn about conservation of resources, protection of resources. Okay, what do you mean by the term conservation? Conservation?
Securing it for the future
Securing
generation.
or protecting for the future. Okay, protecting something for the future. That's called to be conservation, protecting. Already we studied another term. What is that? Sustainable development. What do you mean sustainable development? Sustainable
Limited
development.
way.
Pardon?
Usage in a limited way.
Definitely. Okay, balanced use of resources. Okay, and we wanted to utilize the resources by keeping an idea in our mind. What is that? next generation also wanted to utilize these resources. So we should not create any trouble for the next generation, should not compromise with next generation's demand for resources. So want to utilize the resources in a justified way. Okay, so that's what this term is important for us. Conservation of resources. Resources are vital for any developmental activity, but irrational consumption and overutilization of resources may lead to socio-economic and environmental problem. To overcome these problems, resource conservation at various levels is important. So we know that we need resources for development. We are unable to think about development without resources. So resources is a vital. Resources are vital. It is very important for development. Without resources, we are unable to develop. Okay. The same time, if you are utilizing these resources, it will create some problem for the environment. Definitely, right? Right? Yes or no? So we studied
sir.
about.
Sir.
Okay, fine. So last previous classes we studied about overutilization of resources. Overutilization of resources. For example, I can say that there are two international companies are there. Two giant companies they are selling cold beverages. Okay, can you say what are the international companies?
Kingfisher.
Coca-Cola.
Savi Hendricks. Not
Pepsi.
Kingfisher anyway. Yeah, it is Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Okay. Okay. So Savi is one step forward. Okay. It is Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Okay, let it be. So that is alcoholic beverages, Kingfisher. Okay, let it be. So two cold beverages companies. Okay, Pepsi and Coca-Cola. So you ever imagine that? Okay, the quantity of water is being used by Pepsi company and Coca-Cola company per day. Any idea about that?
Tons of water.
There is no calculation. We are unable to calculate because that many factories are there for them. Clear or not? They are operating from almost all the countries. Almost all the countries. If you are going to any shop, in some petty shops also, we are able to find these products, Coca-Cola and Pepsi, right? Clear? Not only Coca-Cola and Pepsi, their sub-brands are there. Other products also are there. What are they? 7-Up, Mirinda, Fanta. Okay. Then what is that? Sprite, Masa, like that. Various products are there, and Aquafina, their water bottle. Okay, their soda, Kinley soda, like that. Different products they are selling in the market. Okay, so average use that making by these companies, it is very very big. Okay, that much quantity of water they are utilizing per day. So they are continuing this for 100 years or 200 years. What will happen there? Water
Scarcity
resources
of water.
will definitely, it will lead to a problem called the scarcity of water. In Kerala, before 10 to 12 years, I can say that. Okay, nearly not 12, nearly 16 years. Okay, before there's a village called Plachimada. Okay, what is that? Plachimada near to Palakkad. Okay, so there was a company of Coca-Cola, and they started utilizing the water, underground water. Finally, what happened in that region? You know, that area become a desertified area. Clear? Because all the water is plundered by that company. Clear? They utilized, they plundered it, all the groundwater. So there is no water again. Okay, so people faced a lot of problem. Finally, the company locked down. They stopped that company and it's functioning in that particular area. Okay, just keep that idea in your mind. So it is important. We have to protect the resources for the next generation, or the present generation also will face problem if you are using the resources without any sense. Okay, indiscriminate use of resources will create troubles there. Okay, for that we are going to study about the importance of conservation of resources, protection of resources. Okay, hope this idea is clear for you, right? Can we
Yes,
start
sir.
now? Can we start now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Come back, everyone.
You are not taking economics.
Pardon?
No, why you are not taking economics class?
So moving forward. Okay, so listen carefully. Here we are. Okay, resources are vital for any developmental activity, but irrational consumption and overutilization of resources, okay, may lead to socio-economic and environmental problem. So irrational, without sense, if we are starting using these resources, it will lead to number of troubles in our society. It will create social problems, it will create environmental problem, and definitely it will create economical problems there. Okay, for example, I can say that okay, your mother bought one family pack of strawberry ice cream or chocolate ice cream or butterscotch and kept secretly that in the fridge. Okay, clear or not? And without the knowledge of your siblings or your brothers or sisters, you consumed that entirely and just left that box alone in that freezer. What will happen in the house? What will happen, Melvin? What will happen? Huh?
Siblings will be angry.
Siblings will be, they will feel something.
Angry.
Definitely we can find a war there, right or not? A conflict will be there. Definitely it will be there. So you are using the resources without the sense. Okay, you not kept anything for him or her. Definitely it will lead to a conflict. Society also like that only. If you are utilizing the resources without sense, without thinking about others, definitely it will create a problem in the future. So conservation of resources is related with the judicial use of resources also. Okay, and it will create economical problems and environmental problems. Okay, cutting down a forest in large scale will create a problem, what absence of oxygen. Okay, air pollution. We all will face lots of problem related with such kind of things there. I already told you people that when I am in class 6 or 5, I think that the teacher told about a news. Okay, what is that? In China, people started purchasing water bottles from the shops and consuming that. Okay, we people laugh like anything along with the teacher. Clear or not? Water, they're purchasing from shop. Why they're paying money for water? We discussed. Okay, but now what about you guys? What about you people, including me? We are forced to purchase water sometime from the shops too, right? Clear or not? Yes or no? There is no other chances for us. Okay, we forced to do that. Okay, nowadays I can say that there are other newses are there from China. What are they? The people are purchasing oxygen cylinders. Okay, small tins from the shops and consuming that oxygen, small oxygen cans there, right? Right? Okay, are you ready to laugh? Ready to laugh? In the future, we also will face the same problem because of pollution. We forced to purchase oxygen. Clear? In Bangalore and in New Delhi, there are oxygen parlors are there. Clear? Oxygen parlors are there, of course. Okay, the air is too polluted there, so people, if they want to breathe the real or pure oxygen, they have to go to such kind of parlors and want to consume a lot of money to breathe the good air. Clear? It is because of us, our bad activities that creating these environmental problems. Definitely it will lead to economical troubles for the people. Okay, to overcome this problem, resource conservation at various levels is important. To solve this kind of problems, we need resource conservation, protection of resources. Okay, underline at various level is important. This had been the main concern of the leaders and thinkers in the past. For example, Gandhi was very apt in voicing his concern about resources conservation in these words: there is enough for everybody's need and not for anybody's greed. So already we discussed that, right? What is the comment that made by Gandhi? There is everything for everybody's need and nothing for anybody's greed. Okay, so underline that. He placed the greedy and selfish individuals and exploitative nature of modern technology at the root cause of resource depletion at the global level. He was against mass production and wanted to replace it with the production by the masses. Okay, so basically, what is that? Gandhiji is against the production that made by big companies. Okay, instead of that, he gave an idea. What is that? Production by the people. People want to produce the product for their use. Melvin Martin, what are you doing there? Melvin, are you playing football or basketball or something there? Huh?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay, I can see everyone. Okay, listen carefully. Listen carefully. Okay, the voice is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You are able to follow the things, right?
Yes, sir.
There is no doubt in the topic, right? No answer. No answers.
No,
Okay,
sir.
fine. Fine. Okay, come back. So it's what? Resource conservation. So Gandhiji commented. What is the comment that made by Gandhi? Meghna Pradeep. Can you hear me? Meghna. Oh God. Meghna, tell me. The comment that made by Gandhi related with the I can hear my own voice here. Meghna. Okay, there's a connectivity issue, I think so. Let it be. Okay, so Vishnupriya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
What Gandhi told only question?
Yeah, that enough.
There is enough for everyone's need, not
Ah.
enough for everyone's greed.
Anybody's greed there. Okay, let it be. So that's what Gandhi's comment. And he mentioned that basically people want to produce the product for their use. And factory produced products are not good, it seems, because if the production is done by a factory, they will utilize the resources in huge quantities. It will create a problem. Okay, clear. So at the international level, the Club of Rome advocated the resource conservation for the first time in a more systematic way in 1968. Subsequently, in 1974, Gandhian philosophy was once again presented by Schumacher in his book Small is Beautiful. Underlined that already? Small is Beautiful. Underlined or
Yes,
not?
sir. Yes,
That.
sir.
Okay, Small is Beautiful. It's a book that written by Schumacher. In that book, we are able to find the idea of Gandhi. Okay, what is that? The importance of protecting the environment. Clear? So we completed up to here. Now we want to start the new topic for you people. That is land resources. Clear or not? That's the most important resources we are able to find in a country. What is that? It's land. Clear? What are the uses of land? What are the uses of land? Arjun of 10A. What are the different uses of land?
Inland we can plant crops.
In land we can plant. Yeah, what a synchronizing words. Okay, fine. Then
In land we can
uh,
build buildings.
build buildings. Okay, then
We can build
build well. That's well. Yeah, fine. Then
factories.
factories.
etc.
Okay, then etc. That's what I want. Etc. What is this etc? There are different uses are there for land, right? Enormous. Okay. So Arjun told a number of uses there. This can be used for agricultural activities, right? Agricultural production. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Melvin says yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Of course. Okay, industrial production.
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course. Industrial production for construction of roads and rails. Yes or no? Yes, of course. Okay,
Yes, sir.
forest areas are there. Forest.
Yes.
Yes, of course, forest is there. Okay, buildings. That's for human purpose, for living or for the factory buildings are there or not? Are there?
Yes.
Institutions are there. Okay, land is there without any use. Huh? Land is there without any use or with no use. Any type of land is there. Fallow land, we are unable to cultivate there. We are unable to construct anything there. Such kind of land is there anywhere? Is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, is there. Okay, grazing land is there or not? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Land that totally covered with the grass, only the cattle grazing there. Such kind of lands are available.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there are different uses are there for land. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the land use pattern in India. Here we are. We live on land. We perform our economic activities on land, and we use it in different ways. Clear? So, if you are thinking, almost all our economical development is closely related with the land. If no land, it is impossible to develop economically. Okay, agricultural products, minerals and metals, everything from the land only, right? Everything from the land only. If you want to produce an agricultural product, we need the great help of the nature, right? We want sunlight, we want air, we want soil, we want water. Okay, if one is absent, it is very difficult to cultivate. Is that correct? Yes or no? Okay, of course. Okay, but in modern technology, there are other ways also are there. We are not discussing that here. Let it. Okay, here. Thus, land is a natural resource of utmost importance. Underline. It supports natural vegetation. Underline. Wildlife, human life, economic activities, transport, and communication systems. Underline that all. However, land is an asset of a finite magnitude. So, land is an asset of finite magnitude. Means, what you can say, limit is there for the use of land. It is not unlimited. Okay, you can fix a limit for the use of land. Therefore, it is important to use the available land for various purposes with careful planning. So, land is not unlimited, it is limited. Okay, so we always want to plan how to use the available land. Okay, clear or not? How to use the available land? You have to plan it. Clear? Clear? It is not a unlimited. Land is limited. Its use also limited. Okay, so every day we know that the population is increasing, right? Is India's population is increasing now? Tell me. Increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
Oh, who is that? So you're thinking about the COVID-19.
Increasing.
Oh, it is decreasing. So number of people dying every day. We know that yesterday also nearly more than 2,000 people died. But our birth rates is more than that anyway. Clear or not? Understand? Clear? So it is increasing day by day. Every day it is increasing. Now what about the land in our country? Is that increasing?
It is decreasing.
Is it decreasing?
No. Sustained. Equal every time.
Every time it is equal. Okay, it is not increasing or not decreasing. Yeah, very good, very good. Land area is not going to increase or not going to decrease, but its uses are changing, right? Yes or no? Uses are
Yeah.
changing. Correct. That's it. So Melvin gave an answer perfectly. He used his sense and he told that answer. Yeah, exactly. It is not increasing, definitely. Size of the country is not increasing anyway, but the uses are different. Every day it is changing. Okay, India's land under a variety of relief features. So in India, we are able to find different types of relief. So last year already we studied that. Chapter number 2, the physiographic divisions of India. What are they? What are they?
Plains, plateaus,
Plain plateaus,
mountains,
mountains,
Coastal region, islands.
coastal regions and
Islands.
islands. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, so it is the Himalayan mountain ranges. You forgot to say that. Himalayan mountain ranges. Next one, what are they? The North Indian plain. Okay.
Deccan
Deccan Plateau.
Yeah, Peninsular Plateau, the Deccan Plateau. Then
Coastal.
coastal plains. Coastal plains. Okay. Island groups also are there. And one more, it is desert is there, right? Desert is there or not in India?
Yes, sir.
Thar
Name
Desert.
of the desert, yeah, Thar desert, the Thar desert. So 6 physiographic divisions are there. Okay, so that's it. So India has a land under the variety of relief features. Mountains are there, plateaus are there, plains are there, islands are there. About 43% of the land area is plain. Underline that. 43% of the India's land area, it's plain. It's plain, which means what a utility with a plain land area.
Cultivation.
Very good. Again,
Transportation.
Melvin, transportation. Very good. Okay, again, Melvin, strike it. Okay, so plain is good for what? Cultivation. It's very good for cultivation. Transportation is easy there. Transportation is
Agriculture.
agriculture. Fine. Okay, that's what. Plains are good for agricultural activity, agricultural production. Okay, then next one, which provide facilities for agriculture and industry. Mountains account for 30% of the total surface area of the country. So it's 43% it is plains and 30% mountainous regions. Can anyone tell me some names of some mountain ranges in India? Names of some mountain ranges in India?
Himalaya.
Wait. Nirubama will say.
Eastern Ghats.
Nirubama. Only Nirubama. Tell me Nirubama. Name some mountain ranges in India. Mountain ranges in India. Himalaya. Nilagiri, just a mountain. Nilagiri range, okay. Heard about the Vindhya Satpura?
Yes, sir.
Aravalli ranges?
Yes.
Michael ranges?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The Kailas range? Okay, Himalaya, leave it. Himalaya. Okay. Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats?
Yes, sir.
Okay, these are all mountain ranges. Okay, it means in India. These all are example for mountain ranges in India. So that constitute nearly 30%. Nearly 30% of mountain ranges. Underline. Okay. And ensure perennial flow of some rivers. Perennial. Okay. So mountain ranges ensuring perennial flow of some rivers. So last year you studied about two different types of rivers in India. What are they? Perennial rivers and peninsular rivers. What are the difference between these two rivers? What is this perennial rivers? Perennial, what is that?
Flat rivers.
Pardon?
It will end in land.
Perennial will end in land.
It will
And it will
not
start
go
from the
to
ocean.
ocean.
It will not go to ocean.
Throughout the
Okay.
year, it is.
Mountain and come.
Many answers are there. Okay, so I will say that. Some of people told the correct answer also. So perennial rivers are the rivers that starting from Himalayan mountain ranges. Okay, most of the North Indian rivers are like that. Clear? Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra. Okay, Indus are example for the perennial rivers. Basically, these rivers are starting from the glaciers in Himalaya, right? Yes or no? The
Yes,
speciality
sir.
is there. In summer season also, sometimes chances are there for flood. Why in summer season flood?
Melting of glaciers.
Definitely
Melting.
melting. Okay, so glacier will melt fast. It will lead to flood in the summer also. Clear or not? So all around the year, these rivers are filled with water. Such kind of rivers are termed as perennial rivers. Most of the North Indian rivers are like that, starting from the Himalayan mountain ranges. Okay, then what is peninsular rivers?
Start from Peninsular.
Start from peninsular India,
No, Plateau.
Plateau region. Okay, fine, correct only. But what is the speciality?
It may
It
drain.
reaches the ocean.
If okay, it will
Triangular in shape.
triangular shape. That is delta, Melvin. Then what is that?
It may dry up.
I told that perennial
summers.
rivers are what kind of rivers they are? Okay, all around there water will be there. What is peninsular rivers? It is rain-fed rivers. What is that? Rain-fed rivers. In monsoon season, water is available in such rivers there. Okay, in which season? Monsoon season. Okay, monsoon season we are able to find plenty of water in that rivers there. So in the last 2 years, we witnessed that, right? I mean 2018 and 2019, we witnessed flooding in Kerala, right? Almost all our rivers flooded with water. Now you just go to those rivers there. If you go to visit those rivers, we are able to find that kids are playing cricket in that. Okay, people will play cricket because there is no water. Okay, they will play in that river bed because summer season water is very scarce in such kind of rivers there, called to be the peninsular rivers. They are rain-fed rivers. Clear? Rain-fed rivers. Just keep that idea with you. Okay, again, don't make any mistake there. Two types of rivers are there in India. One is peninsular, other is perennial. Okay, so perennial flow of some rivers provide facilities for tourism and ecological aspects. Okay, so the rivers providing what? What the rivers providing? What the rivers providing there? Basically, facilities for tourism and ecological aspects. Okay, so you know that most of the people, we prefer water bodies to spend our vacations. Okay,
Boating,
boating, then
beach,
beaches. Okay, then
seafront,
waterfalls, right? Waterfalls, right? Okay, such kind of destinations we will choose to spend our vacations. Okay, let it be. So tourist spots they are. Okay, about 27% of the area of the country is a plateau region. It possesses a rich reserves of minerals, fossil fuels, and forest. So balance 27%. What is that? It is plateaus. What is the specialty of plateaus? It's a storehouse of minerals. Storehouse of minerals. Different types of minerals are available in the plateau region. Can you give me some examples for plateaus in India?
Deccan Plateau,
Deccan Plateau.
Tibetan Plateau,
Chota, Nagpur.
Tibetan Plateau somewhere, Mr. Ashik. Okay, it is above the Indian subcontinent. Okay, Aditya Nair.
Chota, Nagpur.
Chota Nagpur, correct. Chota Nagpur Plateau is a correct answer. Anything else? Anything else?
no sir.
No, sir. One more is there. Okay, Ashik want to say the next class. Want to find out the third one. Okay, is homework for Ashik. Okay, fine. So these are the things we discussed today. So read it properly, and we will meet in the next class, everyone. Hope these things are clear for you. Nothing to worry here. Simply read the textbook. I'm not giving any homework today. Just read it again and again. Okay, I came to know that none of you read the previous topics there. There is no answers from that area. Okay, so just read it again, understand the things properly, then only we are able to discuss the next topics. Clear? Everyone?
Sir,
The ideas are clear?
yes sir.
Read the textbook. Okay, fine, guys. We'll meet in the
Thank
next
you,
class. Thank you.
sir.
Yeah,
Thank
Melvin,
you sir.
be fast. Okay, Melvin, I'm going. Fine. Thank you. We will meet in the next class. Vishnupriya also happy. There is no homework. There is nothing to write today. Okay, Vishnupriya, bye.